Hey guys, Mantis here, and we're going to do a quick video on how to warm up from a master tier mindset. So let's get started. So before you play ranked, you really want to get into a custom game and start warming up, right? By this time, you really want to have some things complete, and the first thing is that you have eaten. I've eaten breakfast, small light breakfast. Second one is stretching. Really want to have some stretches done. If you don't know any stretches, I'd suggest you look up this guy right here, hand plus risk exercise for gamers, Dr. Levi Fitness. He gives really good information. Second one is that I got my coffee going already. That extra boost in the morning gets it going. And the third one is that you avoid any arguments. All right, so this is kind of a tough one because you might not be able to always avoid all the arguments. But you know, sometimes your e-boy, your e-girlfriend complaining about something really irrelevant to the game, or perhaps your parents saying you need to get a job, and you know, throws you off. You know, so you really want to avoid these kind of elements that may affect your game, especially before you even play one ranked game, right? So now that we got all these things done, you know, I've eaten, I stretched, I didn't argue with anyone, coffee's going. What you really want to do is get into the game, and hold up really quickly, just going to show you the runes and masteries that I use for this type of practice. Right here, no extra attack damage, no extra attack speed. Here I can move the attack speed to the tenacity here. And really for the next 10 minutes, you just really want to be farming CS, right? So as you can see, I'm moving my mouse hand. I also have my keyboard hand. My keyboard hand is in the air right now. I have it literally in the air during this whole time. So I'm just holding it up, my left hand. And that's the reason why it's like training with weights, right? If you ever know training with weights builds muscle and makes you stronger. So just kind of like the concept, because without your keyboard hand on the keyboard, it's actually harder. It makes you uncomfortable, and you really want to have this kind of situation where once you take off those weights, you'll be able to move more freely, just as Rock Lee says. And it's quite intimidating when those weights hit the ground and you come out the gates running, swinging, kicking, whatever it is, right? So yeah, definitely that's the concept behind that, training with weights on, right? So removing the AD, removing the attack speed, this makes it harder, training with weights. Okay, so now when the game begins, you want to use 2 autos on the first wave, or else you won't be able to get all 3. Sometimes you can get away with 1 auto, but it really depends on the wave, and you have to really look with your own eyes. Now that getting in the hang of it, you want to be shadow boxing, emulating. There's another champion here, and he's looking to hit you with a skill shot from here, or even here. Therefore, you should be kiting up and down, using the whole length of the lane, maybe not up here, but the whole length of the lane to mixing up your movement. And this is just good practice, right? If you're always in the same general area, your play will become very, very telegraphed, and you'll be punished easily, right? Really easy to hit a player who never moves out of the same 2 spots. So after you get all that done, you want to be doing this for about 10 minutes. You can even track your stats. Usually I'm around 72 when I'm playing AD, practicing AD. But this is the first time I try to practice top lane with Zilean. And this is the first warm up of the day as well. So I'm obviously not going to be hitting my peak numbers, but it's good practice, right? So after 10 minutes, you want to stop the custom game, flip it to the other side, get it going. Now, if you're a jungle or a support main, you may be saying, hey, I don't like CSing. That's the whole reason I became a jungler. That's the whole reason I became support. You know what? Fair enough. So get into a custom game, pick up Lee Sin. If you don't have Lee Sin, I'm not sure what to say to you, but, you know, get it started, right? Warm up. Get these kicks in. Do this for 5 minutes and tell me you're not warmed up, because you will be warmed up 100%. Whatever you need to do to warm up in the morning, that's what you gotta do, right? Everybody has different training regimens. I'm just showing you mine. So after you do this for, you know, 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes, I guarantee that you'll be warm, you'll be ready to play. So after all that's done, and you feel generally warmed up, 20 to 30 minutes of practice before you get into ranked, what you gotta do, hit that play button, and queue up. Good luck on the Rift, guys.